Kidd Brewer Stadium in beautiful Boone, North Carolina. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. And the Mountaineers ready to kick it away first. Coming out with it, it's Clowney. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Slams into the pile, he'll get 1 to the 17.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Breaks the tackle. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
They'll give it to the back. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
The Appalachian State faithful raising the roof and trying to help the Mountaineers on third down. Looking to pass, it's Durant. Rushes on him. And the missed connection on third down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. Makes the catch. It's Villa. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And I absolutely love that play call, man. You've got good field position right now. Take advantage of it. They're aggressive on the first play. Make a big play. This offense now set up in perfect position to get some points to capitalize on their great field position.
Working that left side now. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get to third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
Quarterback making checks. They'll run it on first and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Mountaineers! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll go back to work on offense. They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Complete to the left. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Looking to throw, it's Durant. Under fire. Complete to the right. So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the results of the play will stand. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw it. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Calls his own number, and he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the first down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. He got enough to move the chains on that one. They'll spot it at the 27.
I like the adjustments from this offense from first possession to second. Like first possession, you could tell maybe a little bit nervous, maybe just not starting the way they wanted to, didn't script the plays, but now putting a good drive together, a good response from punting last drive.
They'll try the counter. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Right back to him on the ground. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
I love when offenses are stubborn and they run the football. That's a really good thing. Those are body blows that sometimes throughout a game can lead up. But the offensive line, they got to pave a little bit better room. Like, there needs to be a little bit more room so this guy can break free and get in the open field, try to make a play. Now it's 3rd and 6, so now probably a passing situation.
You know, games have ebbs and flows to them, and good things happen and bad things happen, but everything is going this offense's way on this drive. This thing has been textbook. Really nice cadence by the play caller. He's mixing in different looks, keeping this defense on their heels. They have just matriculated the football down the field in control, and now they're in the red zone. This offensive drive has been really impressive.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
The defense trying to make a stand on third and goal. Handoff to the fullback. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's fourth down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollack.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Stop in the backfield, and they'll turn it over on downs. Great push and penetration from that defensive front.
Now, what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside their own one on fourth and goal. And what did they do a good job of? Getting pushed, man. The big boys getting in the backfield, getting penetration, not letting a hole even open up, and they get the big fourth down stop.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys, it's Appalachian State holding the lead at the end of the quarter. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. He'll run it again. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
The Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Singleton. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field, and they just didn't have it there.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Behind Pulling the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes a connection. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Looking to throw, it's Durant. Back's got it. Into the end zone for a touchdown.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The give on the counter. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and...
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Wide open downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
To the air, it's Singleton. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lewis. Won't back down from anyone, delivers the blow and gets it to the 29.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Run in the red zone, it's Roberts. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Making side adjustments here. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Durant. Escapes the pressure to his right. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Fires the pass, intercepted. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Props and kudos to that defender. That is a dangerous wide receiver, catching that pass on 3rd down off the RPO fake. Nice job by the defender, getting him down, tackling the catch, setting up 4th.
What a disappointment. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Here comes the heat. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Dropping back, it's Durant. Looking long. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the 1st half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the right. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Just going to keep it after the snap. They knock him down right there. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And that lead grows even bigger. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Number 47, set to kick it away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He wants to change this route. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass, it's Singleton. Fires to the big fella. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
The play-action fake. Shoots it to the left. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Bunch formation for these receivers. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Going with the counter play here. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. This crowd in Boone, North Carolina, they are showing out on this big 3rd down. Here's a little room there. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Wants to throw. It's Singleton. The sure hands. It's Rich. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was.
Oh, there's an alley to the left. Inside the touchdown, Appalachian State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Clowney. Brings it back out to his own 29-yard line before going out of bounds, and his offense will have the ball there. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's got him in the flat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Gets it out quickly. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Here's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Going long. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Knocked down quickly after the pick, but that offense says thank you very much, and they'll have it at the 43.
Have you ever met a wide receiver that isn't always open? They always want the football. They got so much confidence. QB rolling outside the pocket, trying to make a play. Receivers had an opportunity maybe to make a play, but you know what? I'm open, throw me the ball, throw my hand in the air. You know what? That pick, it goes in the quarterback stats, not the receivers.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Looking for room, it's Lewis. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. The running back has it. Just ran him over. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To throw, it's Singleton. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll go to the ground. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Number 96, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Snap it to the back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Off from the shotgun. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. We've reached the break, and Appalachian State has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. From the gun, running back gets the give. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Pocket breaking down. Quickly out to the tight end. At the 45 on his way. Turns it on down the left side. All the way in for the touchdown.
And how about the big tight end doing the work for the quarterback, man? Nice, short, safe throw. And how about the speed, the athletic ability? You've seen the evolution of the tight end in the history of football, and this is exactly why. They went from being a big target to now a guy that can make plays after the catch and make big home run plays like he did right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Appalachian State comes out onto the field to get the drive started. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Makes the grab. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Running inside, it's Roberts.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking downfield, it's Singleton. Makes the grab on the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Third and short now from their own 48. They'll try to run for it. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
The Mountaineers look to keep this drive humming. They're going to ride this running back. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Sends it back in motion. Now on the move. Shakes off the defender. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. The run inside. It's Singleton. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on third and long. Back to throw, it's Singleton. He's got the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the third down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. It's our forced to settle for the field goal.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Garrison. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Here comes the offense on first down.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27. The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Just keep slinging it. Quick strike complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Makes the grab. Runs through a man, he might have space. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The defense uses a timeout, that's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. From the gun. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Pushes ahead. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Now down by 2, inside a minute to go. If they can get this onside kick, maybe they could get into field goal range. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. He's got the first down, and they'll be able to run it out from here.
I love the play call in this situation. You need 1 first down to ice the game, so you're just throwing to the sticks, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. In rhythm, they get it done. They're going to walk out of here with the win, David.
And this used to be a situation where you'd see offenses get very conservative, run the football. We gotta play safe. No. I'm putting the ball in my best player's hands, telling him to go end this thing, and he does exactly that.
They feed him again. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? They'll try to power their way ahead. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Mountaineers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.